我们从这个艺术史的角度来看啊，一方面，景德镇瓷器在欧洲的绘画里面出现频率很高；另一方面呢，欧洲的一些装饰艺术和装饰材料，比如说珐琅材料，在景德镇瓷器的这个彩绘装饰中呢，也有很多的表现。根据您的研究哈，那么景德镇瓷器与欧洲的绘画和装饰艺术之间有没有什么样的互动关系？
We saw initially porcelain from China, different types of porcelain, not only initially a lot of crack, but then also high transitional and transitional porcelain was depicted in European paintings in various countries, in the Dutch Republic, in Spain, in England, also in the southern Netherlands, which was ruled by Spain at the time. So you see the depiction of porcelain in fine art in Europe, so paintings. But then you have that the missionaries, the Jesuit missionaries, brought to China the white enamel. And with the white enamel, the Chinese porcelain painters could create graduation of the colors. Any enamel color, they could now graduate it and create like a little bit of depth to the painting, which was flat before. Now they could create this depth. And this is the best example is Family Rose, and it totally transformed the enamel technique, being able to create that. On the other hand, also, it was brought perspective, the use of perspective in fine art, and you see many like artists like Castiglione that work for the imperial court, and he created paintings in Chinese, with Chinese themes and with Chinese style, but using depth, this perspective. So I think it's, besides that, the porcelain that was produced in Beijing, in the Beijing workshops, reflected European and Chinese style together, mingled together, because they had European scenes painted on Chinese porcelain using Family Rose enamels to a quality that is extraordinary, the high quality. So you have these two, East and West, combined in one object. And so I think the interaction was very active, and it went both ways. And on the other hand, porcelain began to be produced in Europe in the early 17th century, in Germany by Böttiger for Dresden, and they imitated Chinese porcelain. So you have this flow or of cultural and artistic exchanges going both ways.
其实，在珐琅的颜料进入中国之前，景德镇是没有粉彩。粉彩是在珐琅彩的基础上，通过它改变它的这个助溶剂成分，然后才逐渐的过渡到粉彩。但是它的很多基础材料是来自这个珐琅彩的。那么珐琅厂对中国瓷器一个最大的影响在哪里？在这个广州的广彩。
Yes, because in Canton is where the workshops. So porcelain blanks, we call them blanks, so without decoration, would be shipped from Jingdezhen to Canton, and the Canton, they have the workshops where they could decorate it in the overglaze enamels and fire them for a second time in a muffle kiln of lower temperature, and then to be exported. And at that period of time, many European countries had their trading posts there. So France, Sweden, the Netherlands, England. So they have trading houses there, and they could access easily and to order porcelain for dinner services. So many special orders were produced in large quantities in that period for the European market.
这也是一个很典型的一个跨区域的一个合作。景德镇生产白胎石或者仅仅画了青花部分的一些半成品，运到广州，在广州用从欧洲进来的进口的一些珐琅料进行彩绘以后，烧好了以后再运到欧洲去，这是一个跨度很大的一个合作。
All connected together. Yes, yes. So they use a lot of designs, and the Europeans have a very important influence on the decoration in that period of time.
您这次来了，参观了我们的几个遗产地，在景德镇这个申报世界文化遗产的过程当中，应该如何加强与世界各国的学术交流和学术合作，来共同来进行研究阐释，甚至这个推广景德镇的陶瓷文化的这个价值。您对景德镇方面有什么这样的期待？
First of all, I think the most important thing is to have a program of trying to preserve the kiln sites. I think the kiln sites are very important, and this is a cultural patrimony that cannot be lost. So this would be my first suggestion. And when you recover like Wainge, catalog and study the porcelain shards and make them available for any foreigner who wants to come to Jingdezhen to study. And I would create a museum in every single of these sites, which may be only the workshop where the porcelains were made. Maybe they find as well the kiln site nearby, and if they do, preserve both the workshop and the kiln site. Then I would invite people, organize maybe symposiums, and invite people from abroad to come and study this material, and then publish together different articles or books depending on the amount of material. Professor Jingdezhen, Dean Jingdezhen told me that they have a collection of Chinese export porcelain at the Jingdezhen Ceramic University, so we may do a project together and study these pieces and organize an exhibition and create a small catalog and a digital catalog as well, so the students can understand the pieces, and relating always pieces with archaeological finds in Jingdezhen is very important. And people from all over the world should be welcome in Jingdezhen to do research. And then these publications will become reference work for the rest of the world. But if the material is available with photographs and people who can come and touch it and understand better the production process, then this whole history will become complete.
给我们提了非常好的建议，而且我们今天看到我们那个 Teresa 博士今天很骄傲的带了一个景德镇陶瓷大学的校徽，因为我知道你前几天受聘为景德镇陶瓷大学的教授，我们从现在开始，我们可以喊您甘教授了。
Thank you. It is an honor to have been nominated visiting professor, and they nominated me for 5 years. So I will hopefully be coming every year on those 5 years to lecture at the university.